The first step in learning how to multiply a matrix by another matrix is understanding when you can and cannot multiply matrices together. If we have two matrices A and B of size m by n and p by q, these matrices could be multiplied together, but only if the value of n and p are equal. So that is, if the number of columns in matrix A are equal to the number of rows in matrix B, then we can carry out matrix multiplication. And in fact, the resulting matrix from the multiplication will be of size m by q. But do always pay attention to order when multiplying a matrix by another matrix, as generally A multiplied by B does not equal B multiplied by A. And now we can look at an example of multiplying a matrix by a matrix. Here we want to multiply a 2 by 2 matrix by another 2 by 2 matrix. We know this can be done as the columns in the first matrix are the same number as the rows in the second matrix. So now the question is, how do we multiply these matrices together? So this larger matrix, with the sums shown, is how we would multiply the matrices together in example A. And if we take a moment to look at them, what they really amount to is multiplying the rows of the first matrix by the columns of the second matrix. Now let's go step by step through example A. We start off looking at the first element of each matrix. These elements are multiplied together, which gives us 2 times 1. Now from here, we move one place to the right along the first row of the first matrix, and also one place down the first column of the second matrix. And it's now these elements that are multiplied together, and this result is added on to the first result. We then repeat this process, following the same steps, again using the first row of the first matrix, but this time combined with the second row of the second matrix, which gives us 2 times 3 plus 1 times 2. And if we stick to the steps shown in the larger orange matrix on the right, we see that we basically do the same steps again, but this time we use the second row of the first matrix and not the first row. And if we follow the steps correctly, we get 4 times 1 plus 2 times 5, and 4 times 3 plus 2 times 2. So if we firstly carry the multiplications out, we're left with the following matrix, and all that is then left is to carry out the additions, giving us a 2 by 2 matrix as expected, with elements 7, 8, 14 and 16. This example looks at multiplying a 3 by 3 matrix by another 3 by 3 matrix. These matrices can be multiplied together, as the number of columns in the first matrix is again the same as the number of rows in the second. The sums and steps we do are the same as before, but this time we are looking for a 3 by 3 matrix as the answer. So if we follow the steps, we will see that there are just a few more sums to be done in this example. Again, starting with the first elements in each matrix, we multiply together and then move one place right and one place down. Multiply these elements and then again move one place right and one place down, where we carry out another multiplication and results are to be summed up together. We then do the same steps with the first column in the first matrix being combined with the second and third columns of the second matrix. Then if we follow these steps moving down each row in the first matrix, we get the following results that we will bring up. And then from here, it's just a case of carrying out the multiplications and the additions that we have. And if we have done everything right, we will eventually get the correct 3 by 3 matrix, which is the answer. In this example, two matrices are multiplied together which are not of equal size. But doing our check, The columns in the first matrix are the same number as the rows in the second matrix, so they can be multiplied together, and will result in a 2 by 2 matrix. We again start with the first elements of each matrix multiplied together, and then move right and move down each place as far as we can, carrying out multiplication and addition as we go. If we carry out all the steps in the correct order using the relevant rows and columns, we will obtain all the numbers that we need to add together to give us the 2 by 2 matrix that we're looking for as the answer. And if our sums are right and we fully carry out the multiplications and additions, we eventually get our 2 by 2 matrix, which has the elements 15, 17, 8 and 25.